I'm tired of y'all getting scammed in these here comments and in these here DMs by all these fake readers and fraudulent diviners. So let's talk about 4 tips and tricks to choosing the right tarot reader, the right diviner for you. Hi everybody, it's your favorite goddess king. It's your favorite pirate captain. It's your favorite auntie, uncle. It's your favorite hood healer, high priestess, spiritual dominatrix. LadySpeech in the place to be, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. You could be anywhere in the world. As a matter of fact, darling, you are somewhere in the world. And you're also choosing to share just a little bit of time and just a little bit of space with me. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Now, if you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, if you're feeling any of this, if you're feeling any of me, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, baby. And hit that notifications bell so you can keep up with everything I'm putting down over here. Now, let's get into today's magic tricks and tips with LadySpeech. I mean, shall we? This video right here. This video right here. It is inspired by 2 things. Number 1, as of the taping of this video, I'm still not on Instagram. I haven't been on Instagram for at least 1.5 years, closer to 2 years. I've documented this on this channel as well as my other social media. There are no less, as of the taping of this here video, no less than 8 accounts on there that are scammers, that are scamming in my name. Yeah, they are hitting y'all up in your DMs and they're offering you readings, which has never been a part of my business model. I'm on TikTok. I currently, as of the taping of this video, have 500,000 followers. And on TikTok, there is no less than 10 scammer accounts who've gotten a lot of you for thousands of dollars. So I do my part. I do my part. I consistently and on a regular basis remind y'all of where my regular links are. I consistently and on a regular basis remind you that my business model does not include, it does not and has never included hitting y'all up under your comments and in your DMs to solicit you for readings and or money, okay? So I do my part in those ways, but I've decided to do my part in this way. We've got a video where we are going to talk all about four important tips and tricks, in my opinion, important tips and tricks to utilize and use when you are choosing the right diviner, the right tarot reader for you. And I'm gonna go ahead and let you in on a little secret. Trusting people who just randomly hit you up in your DMs and under comments you make on people's statuses is not one of them. It's definitely not one of them. So let's get into this video. Let's talk about it. Number 1, tip number 1, assess their expertise. Assess their expertise. I've been in the game for over 20 years. I've been officially divining for people for over 20 years. This is why when I offer readings, they are expensive, because you pay for my experience and expertise. Also, I represent as a healer. I've studied as a healer, and I approach what I do as a diviner as a healer. So when you come to sit down at my table for a reading, I'm not just going to tell you the answers. You're going to walk away with some type of prescription. I'm a healer. So every reading that I give, I come from that perspective. Not every diviner is a healer. Not every diviner is a magician. Not every diviner is good. Not every diviner knows what they're talking about. So your first step in the game is assessing someone's expertise, okay? And you're not going to get that from a simple DM. You're not going to get that from a simple reply up under a comment you've made on someone else's status. You're not going to get that. You need to spend some time. Darling, you are trusting someone to tap into your spiritual center. You are trusting someone to tap into your aura. You are trusting someone to tap into your life from a spiritual perspective and to give you spiritual counsel. Assess their expertise. How long have they been working with whatever medium they are using to read you? Is it tarot cards? Are the only thing that they use tarot cards? What other gifts are they bringing to the table? I, for example, am a medium. It's less about the cards for me and more about the conversation the cards facilitate with your spiritual team, most especially your ancestors. This is not an approach that a lot of readers take. Some of us take a similar approach, but others don't. You need to understand where this person is coming from. You need to have some type of understanding about what their philosophy is. What are their spiritual titles? Are they a witch? Are they a healer? Are they a witch doctor? There's a lot of things you can be as well as a diviner. Understanding where these people come from, what their job titles are, what their expertise is going to give you an indication of what you can expect from your reading. How long have they been doing this? They've been turning cards for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or 50. There is a difference, and that difference matters. Tip number 1, assess their expertise. Child, research is your friend, your very best friend, if you let it be. One of the best things that's going to work in your favor when it comes to choosing the right diviner, choosing the right tarot reader for you, is going to be putting in your research. Hit up their website. If they don't have a website, hit up their social media. Look at their reviews. Ask them for testimonials. Ask them for evidence of their work. Do they work regularly at a magic shop? Call that magic shop and ask for reviews. Go to that magic shop and look at their website. Do they offer readings online? General readings? Check out some of their general readings. See if you vibe with how they get down. Research, research, research. Let me let y'all in a little secret. Especially when it comes to these internet scammers, the ones that hop in y'all's DMs and the ones that get up under your comments when you're commenting on other people's stuff. It is quite easy to go to your profile, especially with the way that people leave so much of their personal information on their profiles, publicly accessible. It is easy to click on your profile. It takes less than a minute to glean important information from what you have left on your profiles, especially if your profiles are linked. It does not take long for a scammer, for a legitimate person, for an interested person to go through your public information and to pick up important pieces of you. It's so easy that that's what a lot of these scammers are doing. They're doing research on you. They're taking a precious few minutes to go learn a little bit about you on your profile. They're taking a precious few minutes to look at where you've commented other things, and they're using that information to personalize messages in order to get you to be scammed by them. Just as easy as it is for these scammers to do this to you, you can do this. And you should do this for every reader or diviner that hits you up in your DMs, and for every reader or diviner you're interested in gaining the use of their services from. Put your research in. So many of these scammers use and they prey on your emotions, and they use your emotional response. They're betting on this. They're betting on your emotional response. They're betting on this. They use that to scam y'all out of hundreds to thousands of dollars. Putting in your research can not only save you time, it's going to save you heartbreak and a whole lot of money in the end. Ask for recommendations from people you trust, your friends, your family, other people in the spiritual community. Ask for recommendations. If you know one of your people goes and gets readings on a regular basis, ask them about their experience. Ask for tips and tricks from other people who have been giving readings longer. Ask for recommendations. We ask for recommendations when it comes to servicing our car. A lot of us ask for recommendations when it comes to dentistry and or doctor. It's the same thing when it comes to the spiritual work, baby. Ask for recommendations. Also, when you get recommendations from people that you love and trust, you're able to sit with them for a second and ask some questions, to dive into them. I just mentioned how important it is to do your research, how important it is to assess their level of expertise. Both those tips can be handled in this tip, which is asking for recommendations. You can start doing your research in that ask. You can start assessing their expertise in that ask. Ask for recommendations. Ask for recommendations. Ask for recommendations. Simple as that. Now, my last tip, at least for this video, is to have some type of conversation or correspondence with this person before you begin. Before there is any money handoff, you need to talk to this person via text, via email, via phone, via video. I prefer something where we see each other. So if it can't be face to face, it needs to be video for me. Okay, just to make sure I'm dealing with who it is I'm dealing with. All right. In this conversation, in this correspondence, you're number one checking if you vibe with this person. Do you get along with this person? Is your energy aligning with this person? Because if it's not, don't proceed. You need to ask any other questions, okay? Secondly, this conversation, this correspondence is when you set up expectations. When you express what you're expecting from them and you hear what they are expecting and what they're willing to give to you. This is also when you can align, see if the research that you've already done is in alignment with what they're presenting, okay? Having a correspondence, having a conversation with these people before you begin can end up saving you a lot of money. This is when you will hear a lot of rhetoric around scamming, and or this is when you can trust your gut, when that instinct, when that gut feeling kicks up and it's like, I don't think this person is who they say they are, okay? Have a conversation with this person. Again, you are trusting someone to tap into your spiritual space. You are trusting someone into your world in a very intimate way. As someone who's been a reader for over 20 years, baby, I've talked about it all. We've talked about finances, debt, loans. We've talked about abuse. We've talked about the bad things that someone has been, the absolute nasty villain they've been in other people's world. And we've talked about how people have been victims and preyed on by nasty villains. I have covered trauma, pain. I have addressed death, miscarriages, school. There are all types of intimate things that can be covered in readings. You need to be so mindful and so careful about who is out here holding your secrets, who is out here helping you move through your issues via readings and divinations. This is your life we're talking about. And as someone who gives readings and understands how important and instrumental and integral it can be to someone's healing journey and life's work and path and purpose, as someone who understands this, because I get readings, I give them to myself, and I get them from my peers, from experienced elders. I get them. The readings that I have received in my life have led me to therapy. They've led me to liberation. They've led me to deep healing. They've led me to communities that have loved and cherished and saved me. As someone who understands how important from both sides choosing the right diviner is for you, please adhere to all of this advice. If you can't adhere to all of it, at least one piece of it, baby. At least one piece of it. Because I don't like seeing y'all out here hurt. I don't like seeing you out here scammed. I don't like seeing you out here having horrible experiences with nasty people when so much of this can be prevented. Watch yourselves out here in these streets. Folks is desperate, and they will do anything for $1. And that's that on tarot. And that's that on truth. And that's that on choosing the right diviner for you. Now, I don't want to take up all your time. I just want to take up a little bit of your time, and I've accomplished that. If you've made it to the end of this video, gold star for you, darling. Let me know in the comments what your experience has been. Have you followed these steps and the path, and has this led you to choosing the right diviner for you? Or do you have an experience with a scammer or with a bad tarot reader? Let me know in the comments, baby. Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know in the comments if you would like me to share more tips to help you choose the right diviner for you, because I chose the first 4 that I believe were the most important and foundational. But I got tips, honey. I got tips. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a follow-up video to share the rest of those tips. Okay? Okay. All right. Okay. Now, with that being said, just in case no one has told you today, you are beautiful just because you were born. Yes, just like you are. Yes, you are. Your body, your mind, your soul, and your spirit are beautiful, baby. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Don't run from that. Don't you run from that compliment. Don't you run from that. I said you're beautiful. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Now it's time to say goodbye. You know the drill. If you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, if you're feeling any of this, if you're feeling any of me, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, baby. Subscribe button, baby. And hit that notifications bell so you can keep up with everything I'm putting down over here, darling. Keep up with me, baby, because it's random. It's random and spontaneous, just like I like it. Not very spontaneous, but it is random. It is random. Now, God, Goddess, Orisha, Loa, ancestors and spiritual animal allies willing, I will see all of you wonderful people in the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves. I love you. I live you. Thank you. Mwah. Peace.